Oh. Okay, so what we have prepared for you today is the Sony Bravia WD65. It's a 48-inch, so 120 centimeter diagonally TV, a smart TV that supports Full HD resolution, X-Reality Pro, YouTube, and has a Wi-Fi certification. It's still right in the box, so I don't know if you got a DOA unit or something like that, but I presume not. So let's open the baby up. It's honestly been some time since I've unboxed a TV, and when I last did that, I had some help, so we'll see how we go today. So the first thing that we get in the box is a quick setup guide that's on a really big piece of paper, A3 I think. Anyways, what we have to do is remove the box, remove the screws and the bar from the box, so install the stand on the TV itself, and that seems to be pretty much it, except if you want to wall mount it. Whatever. Moving onwards. As said, this TV stand that is accompanied by the screws for the TV, 4 attached screws. Seem to be completely ordinary. And now the stand itself. Okay, I presume it goes on like this or like this. Well, we'll have to figure it out as we go. Onto the main product itself. Oh no, I have something else here. That's the power brick. Unusual for a TV to have a power brick. It's like the size of a standard laptop's power brick, and attached also is the standard small-sized power plug for the brick itself. Now, really moving onwards to the main part of the unboxing experience. Oh no, once more, we get these stands, these screws that I presume are to lift off the TV for a bit if you want to wall mount it or something like that. Yes, quite so. Moving onwards to the hopefully last thing, the remote. The remote itself has a dedicated Netflix button, so the Netflix and chill people are gonna be very happy about that. Aside from that, it's a standard looking remote that supports 2 AAA type batteries and feels pretty normal, I think. It's light now that it doesn't have any batteries installed, and I didn't seem to find any inside, but usually you are given batteries when you buy a product such as this. So we'll see if you find it inside the box. Okay, moving onwards to the really main part of the unboxing, the last thing that's inside, the TV itself. The most common way to unbox a TV is to open it up on one end and then rotate the box 180. So that's gonna be interesting. That didn't sound too nice. Okay, moving onwards. We got it. That was easy. Opening it right up. I don't want the TV to fall out, so I'll just be on the side to grab it if anything goes not the way we want it. Usually 2 people are required to unbox TV, but oh god. Oh. But it worked out for me. Okay, another thing we got here is a zip tie that is reusable, and as said before, 2 AAA type batteries and a pretty substantial, like 3 or 4 centimeters thick user manual guide that supports 13 or 14 different languages. So yeah, there's that. Almost. Okay, so the TV is really, really thin. Okay, let's see. We should totally put it on its backside so that we don't damage it while handling it. So yeah, now we are left with the front facing LCD screen. Okay, let's remove this box so it doesn't annoy the crap out of me. And okay, moving onwards. The display itself is protected by this standard looking plastic that can be dangerous. To avoid dangerous suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children. So I should probably not be handling this bag. If we want to actually mount this stand onto the TV itself, we should probably rotate it. So I will take it out of the packaging and then rotate it 180 degrees so that I don't damage the screen in any way and that I can normally attach the floor stand. Okay, opening it right up. Now we will see the monitor, the WD65 for the first time. It's in all its glory. I don't want to damage the desk or neither do I want to damage the TV itself, so I will rotate it. Okay. Good. That worked out. Now let's grab the stand for the TV, and we probably have to mount it in a way that will stand. So I presume something like that will be necessary. And all we have to do is lock it in securely with this notch inside the hole on the product itself. So let's try to do that now. It doesn't lock in securely, but it stands there so I can safely attach the screws. Opening them right up. The 4 screws supplied. Got it. For the last 2, it's just manual labor. That seems to be it. And that's the... Okay, so now let's go ahead and turn this baby upright. How to grab the TV so that we don't damage it is challenging when the TV is so thin, but I should be able to succeed in this endeavor. And this is the Sony Bravia WD65. The TV looks pretty nice, a very thin bezel on all sides that is glossy. I don't want to peel the protective film off as we are about. No, it's matte black, so not glossy. It just looks glossy when covered by this film. It should look quite nice in any home theater environment and doesn't really attract too much unwanted attention with its very sleek look, to be honest. So let's move onwards to the I/O itself. Let's rotate the TV once more. It's not small by any stretch of the imagination, although much larger TVs can be had for relatively small amounts of money these days. So yeah, okay, rotating it just a tiny bit more so that the camera can actually capture what we are seeing. Anyways, we have the 2 mounts that enable us to mount the TV on a wall mount or something like that. And aside from that, we are given a slot. Here we have the optical audio out, the SDI, so BNC for the standard digital cable in. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, the standard headphones out on this side. Let me just rotate the damn thing 180 degrees. So the standard headphone jack on this end, HDMI 2, so there I suppose there should be one more. Okay, one more HDMI is in here, as well as a SCART cable, an Ethernet port, and 2 more USB slots. Aside from that, I can't seem to find anything else. Maybe if I rotate the TV a bit. Aside from that, only a power outlet is present in this location right here. So not really that much I/O on this product. Maybe that enables its lower cost compared to its competitors, but still it supports more than enough I/O, so connectivity options for almost any consumer. If you have more than 2 devices, let's say you have a Roku box, a Chromecast, or I don't know, maybe a set-top box from your ISP, and you don't have enough HDMI ports, well then all you can do is either buy an HDMI switch or you can opt for a full-on digital receiver. We will now go ahead and try to boot this TV up. So I think this cable will be quite long enough to plug the thing in. I have attached it below, and now we should totally power it right up. So I didn't seem to find any OSD or anything similar for that matter on the top end. Okay, there's a nipple here, so there are 3 buttons on the top, on the bottom side. Okay, TV is turning itself on. So now let's just grab the TV remote, Sony batteries into a Sony remote. And this should probably work right out of the box. Okay, it works. English. I don't really want to set up in my internet connection, although this is the most important part of this smart TV. So yes, Slovenia, to automatically keep this software up to date. That's not the best option, but yeah, let's do it. The 1111 or no 1111. Okay, the pin code is set, and let's turn it to a let's turn it to a home environment, and we will use the only digital inputs. Okay, so I'm now back with a USB stick that contains a bit of 4K and 2K and Full HD footage. We'll see if the TV can display 4K footage and downscale it with a decent frame rate. The USB is quite decent, so it should handle... Oh god, I truly seem to be unable to plug in the USB drive into the slot. It's a 50-50 chance, but we always need like 5 or 6. You always need like 5 or 6 tries to get it up and running. Let's find something that's of decent quality. English types, yeah, that's pretty decent. So okay, playing some footage back. Yeah, that was a quick 1-minute commercial for Audio-Technica that I have to use for my next event. More on that later. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As I could hear, the speakers are downward facing, so the sound isn't the best, to be entirely honest, but you can't really expect all that much from this thin of a form factor, as well as a normal, ordinary home theater TV. Speakers will always be better. And yeah, I think that pretty much concludes our unboxing and really the first preliminary look at the Sony Bravia WD65 48-inch 120cm diagonally TV, a smart TV at that. Thanks for watching this video on Discharge Networks. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.